Mitikai or Asen. There, there are so many people that want me to attach myself to this movement, this movement of let's say the progressive movement, and I find it contrary to the very notion, my very notions of humanity and spirituality. In fact, I'm self confident enough to say that it is contrary to humanity, to spirituality, to a relationship with the divine. I'm saying it's not just my conception, but I'm confident enough to say that this is what it is. And people in this movement, I have said many times that it's really lazy to attach yourself to the movement because it has a lot of good ideas and it wants a lot of good outcomes, but more often than not, the means don't justify the ends. Sometimes the ends are bad too. But you know, people from the movement can say, well, hey, I'm putting myself out there. I'm dedicating a lot of work. I don't know. I'm not going to work. I've given up my paycheck. I've given up some of my friends. I'm actually putting myself on the front lines of marches, and I'm putting my physical health at risk. Okay? So you're doing this, but that doesn't mean that you're not on the wrong side. You're not doing the wrong, that you're not doing the wrong thing. I mean, history is replete with battles and wars and wars and battles and battles and wars. And there's always a losing side. And very often there has been a side that has been just morally repugnant. The beautiful thing about this, or the intriguing thing about this is that there are a lot of people who are very moral people and very righteous people, but they've gotten themselves involved in this mass hysteria, this mass psychosis. This is a psychological phenomenon, and it is happening right now. So, yeah, there are so many people out there who are putting life and limb at risk. But I'm going to tell you, I'm putting everything at risk too. I'm not only putting the idea that somebody could attack me, but somebody could attack my son and kick him out of school senior year. Somebody could take away my right to license, my license, my right to work. But I'm doing all this, and I'm very grateful that there are so many friends of mine on Facebook who are remaining my friends, and some of them are actual friends, and some of them are mostly just Facebook friends. But I'm grateful for this. I'm glad that they're seeing that I have some sort of integrity in my soul that keeps them from unfriending me. So that helps me to think that maybe actually something I'm saying, as it hasn't reached them yet, that someday it will. We never know how our ideas, how our words will land. They could land 10 iterations out, 10 generations out. It could land 10 years out and have a positive effect. So we are responsible for speaking our truth. But we're also responsible for trying to help people understand the greater truth. In other words, the truth. We all have our interpretations of it, and that's what we mean by our truth. How we relate to truth. But then there is the absolute truth. I am always trying to move closer to it, and I am always trying to help people to understand it. And I trust that a lot of people on the left and the right are doing the same thing, trying to move toward it and trying to share truth, discover and share truth with all of us. But you want to talk about truth? The truth that a white person is going to tell me who is and who is not authentically black, that is repugnant. The idea that a black person is going to tell another black person that you are not authentically, or that you are authentically black, that is absolutely ridiculous, because it comes down to a human trying to tell another human whether or not you are legitimately human. This is absolutely wrong. So when I see all these people pursuing these ideas that are dragging down the soul of humanity and having absolute real-time effects and keeping entire demographics impoverished and enraged and reaching for a gun and reaching for a bottle. When I see people, politicians and the fans of these politicians saying how wonderful these ideas are, and they are destroying souls, and they are destroying bodily tissue, and they are destroying. Damn right, I'm going to speak out against it, and I'm going to do that for the rest of my life. Peace. 4 fingers. Talk to you. Be good to yourselves, folks, and keep the faith.